What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube canal. For those of you watching for the very first time, my name is Kathyyrenee and welcome to the show. Hola, how are you? Hi, ¿cómo estás? Today is Saturday, June 19, 2021, and on today's episode, we're gonna be going over this eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and look down so you guys can see. I did this look using the Norvina Volume 3 palette. I'll show you guys in a minute. It's been a minute, and here's the palette. This is how she looks like. She's a little bit heavy. All right, here you are. I'm gonna hold her like this because this has some weight on it, and I don't know how to hold her. And I mean, this is so you guys can see the color story. I like the color story, but I wish it was more well put together. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's just me. That's the OCD in me. But anyways, this is just like an example of how to use the palette. If you have a similar palette or you just have like similar colors, like this is an idea. You know, this is my preference. You can do it with your own way, your own twist, however you guys want to do it. Again, just an idea. I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm showing you how to do it. I'm showing you how to get there, but you know, you can do your own take on it as well. And as usual, if you guys have any suggestions, you know I'm always open to it. So before we jump into the video, I just wanna, give you guys a friendly reminder. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. And in the description box, I'm gonna go ahead and link all of my social media links so you guys can, chat for me from there. All right, and with that being said, no more wasting your time. Enjoy the show. As you guys can see, I went ahead and started with my right eye right over here. I know it looks like a little rough, but guys, please give me a chance. We're gonna be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection, volume 3, I think. And the color that we're gonna be going in with is C3 right over here. And the brocha that we're gonna be using is a Morphe M153 brush. All right, so I did the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just stamp it along like the crease here. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be messy, you guys. But trust me when I tell you, this is all gonna work out. You just gotta be super patient with it and just keep patting it until you feel that there's no more to pat. And right now, I think I can do it like a couple more times. Okay, so I'm done stamping. This is all that can go right now. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is just back and forth, okay? We are not going to buff anything out yet. Buffing out will come later, okay? It looks really rough. I know that it does, but please trust the process, you guys. Unfortunately, there's like, what's it called? There's a method to the madness. So always trust that madness, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna dip back into the palette. I did back into the palette. I did not dust it off. We're gonna do the same thing like we did. Stamp it, and then just keep going. You see how much more red it's getting? And what's good about this is really pigmented, it is. But remember, once you blend something out, it's gonna become softer, which is normal, and that's what we wanted to do, right? Oh look, I almost caught myself, I almost buffed. Okay, we're gonna blend out back and forth. We are not going to buff. I caught myself doing that right now. I didn't mean to, so that's just natural. Buffing is super natural to me. But yeah, just back and forth, you guys. Trust me, it's gonna work out. All right, so I'm going in with these two colors over here. It's gonna be A2 and E3 right over here. If I'm holding it a type of way, I do apologize. This palette is really heavy for me, which is a good thing. I'm going in with these two colores right over here. And the brocha that I'm gonna be using is the Morphe M441 brush. I dipped the brush into the palette. I did dust it off. And what I'm gonna be doing now is this time I'm gonna be buffing out. So remember, buffing out is little circles. I'm gonna start from the inner corner and then work my way out. Don't be afraid if it looks like Cheetos dust, because when I was blending out, I was like, holy shit, it looks like Cheetos. But it's gonna work out. Just keep blending it, keep buffing it out, back and forth. Little circles back and forth, because that's how you're gonna create that gradient. Remember, you want your eyeshadows to always look like it's blending into a different color. And that's, in my opinion, I feel like it's always appreciated. Just keep doing this, you guys. Buff, buff, buff it out, buff it all the way. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But I'm just having fun here. But yeah, see, little circles, you guys, little circles. Little circles. And I'm gonna dip back into the palette right now. All right, I dip back into the palette. I did dust it off. We're gonna do the same thing, little circles. I'm starting from the inner corner. You can start wherever you want, you guys. Doesn't matter how you got there. Just make it work. I just made myself like a pineapple smoothie. I'm like burping it up right now, so if I burp on camera, you guys, I am super sorry. But yeah, I don't know, just I felt like having, I wasn't that hungry, but I was getting hungry. And then like, y'all know about my weight loss journey. Well, my weight journey, I lost some weight. I don't look where I wanna look like now, but I'm still working on it. And my problem is food and like the portions. I feel like I over portion. And like, for example, let's say if I go to a restaurant, I try my best to kind of eat half of it. But the very hungry caterpillar in me just keeps eating and eating and eating. So, I don't know, man. What am I gonna do? I don't know, I'm still working on it, you guys. I have not been working out like I should, you know. When I was working out, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was noticing a difference. I'm like struggling right now, but like it goes high and low, high and low, high and low. I am gonna go to the doctor eventually, so that way I can see, you know, like if it's not anything to do with my thyroid or anything else like that. Because I mean, I know I'm getting older too, but I just want to make sure, like, do I need to go to a professional nutritionist? Do I need to actually, like, I can do workouts at home, you know, but do I need to hire somebody, or do I need to learn a different type of workout? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do, you guys. However, I'm trying here. And if you guys have any like suggestions, you guys, let me know. I'm super open to them. All right, guys, everything is kind of blended out. I'm gonna still blend off of the camera. After I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. So I'll be right back. And if you guys are ever curious as to how I cut my crease, I'm gonna go ahead and link that video down below. So I'll be right back, and stay tuned. So I'm back from cutting my crease, as you guys can see, and I went ahead and began the other step on my right eye. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna go in with B4 and like a dash of E2 right over here. And the brocha that I'm gonna be using is a Morphe M433 brush. All right, as I stated earlier, we're gonna be going in with B4 with just one dash of E2. I just want like a hint of darkness in there. All right, so what we're gonna do, okay, I'm gonna advise you to look down, okay, because we're gonna do part of the crease here. And also, I don't want you guys doing this because it's gonna cause some wrinkles, and I don't want you guys getting wrinkles. And I lost my train of thought there, but we're gonna blend. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp the outer corner here, whatever it is, whatever you wanna call it. Stamp, press, pack, however you wanna do that, however you want to word that. And then we're just gonna be buffing it out, meaning we're gonna do little circles. And again, we're just creating a gradient with the cut crease right over here. It does not have to be perfect because remember, we usually apply colors on there anyway. And then try to do like the outer right here, but kind of like outer crease, but like not on the crease area, if that makes sense, like right below it, because you still want like what we created. So we're just creating a gradient. Again, do it however you want it. At the end of the day, this is gonna be your look at the end of the day. This is just an idea of what I'm doing. You don't have to do it exactly I do it. Do it however you want and do it however works for you. As I am doing it however I want to and however works for me. All right, so next color that we're gonna be going in with is D5 right over here. And the brocha that I'm gonna be using is the Morphe M522 brush. Okay, so I dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. We're gonna do things a little bit different. Usually with the cut crease, I start from that inside. This time, I'm gonna start from the inside, from the outside. Again, you're more than welcome to start this however you want it. but this time I prefer to do it from the inside than out. One quick thing I want to go over is the pigment D5. These are, I'm looking down there because this is, I have the palette down there. This is a pressed pigment and it's textured. So the moment you, press the brush into the little pan in there, you're gonna notice that it gets all over the place, okay? But it's not like tragic over the place. It's gonna get all over the place. All right, so moving on, we're gonna look down on our mirror, okay? And it's okay there's a crease because we're gonna be going over it with glittery colors anyway. And look down and just press down. It's okay if it gets all over the place because, as I mentioned earlier, this is super textured. This is super textured and it's gonna get all over the place, and it's okay to experience fallout. And you know, if you experience fallout with a palette, you should get over it because, and if you get mad, if you get mad at a palette because it's, you know, falling all over the place, it's usually because it's textured and the way that it's pressed in there, and it's supposed to give you color. And if you're the kind of person that gets easily bothered by it, then, like we say here in Miami, I'm sorry con el puke me, but you're gonna have to get over it. Así es. It is what it is. No te quejas. So I'm just like lightly blending on my eye. It's okay if you go too much that way. It's okay if you go a little that way. It's perfectly fine. It's all gonna work out. So just be super patient with it. At the end of the day, we're gonna be creating a gradient anyways. All right, so the next color that we're gonna be going in with is C5 right over here. This beautiful tone over here. And the brocha that I'm gonna be using is a Morphe M522 brush. Okay, so we dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. We're just gonna be packing it in this empty space on the lid here. And just press her on there. And again, just look down on the mirror so that way you can cover as much lid space as possible. And it's okay if it's not perfect, because remember, we're gonna be blending it anyway. So just like pack it on there, stamp it on there, take your time, because this is where it gets a little tedious, because obviously you're blending, it's not easy, but as you know, as long as you guys have patience with it, you're gonna see how it's all gonna work together very beautifully. So sorry for the noises that you guys hear outside. I live in an apartment and yeah, you can hear everything. So I'm going back and forth now, lightly of course. I'm creating the gradient. Okay, so I'm pretty much done applying the color. I'm gonna go off camera now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue blending everything out, make sure everything is nice, blended, even, the whole shebang. On top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face. And if you guys are ever curious on how I do my lashes, my liner, my full face routine, I'm gonna go ahead and link those videos down below. So stay tuned. Alright, so I'm back. As you can see, I started on the bottom right eye here. We're gonna go ahead and continue. Alright, so the next two colores that we're gonna go in with is B1 and B2 right over here, these gorgeous shades. And the brocha that I'm gonna be using is from Morphe E18 brush. Right, I dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look up as we look up into the mirror like so. And then we're just gonna what I'm gonna do right now is just kind of stamp her on here. Stamp, stamp, stamp. And then we're gonna go ahead and blend back and forth. Something beautiful. What I like about this palette is that you can you can, well, not this palette. Basically, look, in all palettes, what I really love is that you can combine colors. You can create your own, little color. And I love that about palettes, colors, shadows, anything in general. But this is optional, of course. You guys can do whatever the heck you want, and as long as you like it. And what I do too, sometimes when I'm really lazy, I kind of move my head, for example, like this. Have the brush in place and just move my head. It's still the same outcome, and I don't know, it's less tiring for me at least. It's, I'm always fucking blending, so gotta look at it I like to work smart, not hard, if that makes sense. All right, so we're pretty much done with the eyes here. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I'm gonna do my hair, so I'll be right back and stay tuned. So this is the final look, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and look down so you can guys see what I did here. Yeah, this is what I did. But I just want to let you guys know as well that for the inner corner highlight, the brow highlight, and also the actual highlight here, I went ahead and used the color C1 from the palette. I figured, why not? This is a makeup look based on the palette. It's an idea. I mean, again, makeup has no rules, you guys. If you see something, make it work. You know, I've seen liquid lipstick as eyeshadow. I've seen it as blush. I've seen, you know, many creative things. Just because it's an eyeshadow doesn't mean it's only based on the eyes. You can use it as highlighter or anything else that you want. So just be creative, just make it work. And at the end of the day, if that's what you like, frickin' do it. No one's gonna stop you. And if someone's gonna talk shit, guess what? At the end of the day, it's on them. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys made it this far, I love you guys. And shout out to everybody that has been, you know, supporting me along the way. And I really appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me. And I can't wait for the much more continued support. So with that being said, I say that a lot now, and I never know what to say at the end of these videos, but don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell as well. I would love to have you. All right, so this is the end of this episode. I will see you on the next show. Bye guys.